48 cents is a crucial number right now as I record this video. I'll tell you why that number is so important and why we may have just made history. Let's talk about it as we explore. Finding available data on the history of silver's price is not easy. There are some dealers that have it on their pages of some historic prices, but a lot of that is aggregated and it's not really easy to come by. But nonetheless, we do know, we have a general idea of what silver has done over the last 5 decades or so, maybe even more. But when you think about it, it really boils down to what's happened here in recent history. And what we're seeing in recent history is something together even more kind of amazing. We may have just broken a record here as I'm looking and researching the price of silver. The price of silver right now as I record this video in overnight trading is at $38.73, up a nickel. That's the spot price of silver. But the silver futures price is $39.17. So that's and actually just before I did the math on it, it was 48 cents, almost 50 cents difference between it. And so I went and asked a grok about that, about what the widest spread was between the spot price and the futures price, and why this is important. By the way, I want to remind you of channel sponsor Summit Metals. They've got a great selection of bullion products as well as some collectible silver. So check them out at summitmetals.com and experience their great customer service and fast shipping. So the widest spread between the silver spot price and silver futures price in recent data that is available occurred very recently. On August the 22nd, 2025, when the spot price briefly traded at $39.31, while the September 2025 futures contract was at $38.99, resulting in a spread of 32 cents per ounce. Well, we're almost at 50 cents now in the other direction. So that tells us something. Yes, indeed. Historically, a post from X from January of 2025 claimed the spread was at its highest in 45 years, referencing a period just before silver prices surged in 1978. But no specific spread value was provided. Without precise historic data, the exact widest spread ever cannot be confirmed. Although we are certainly seeing some abnormalities in the silver market now. We could be witnessing history before our hands. All these indicators could lead to something big with silver. Now, I don't know exactly if that means the price is going to just skyrocket within the next couple of months. We'll find out. By the way, you may wonder what's in this brown leather bag. Well, I'm going to show you what's in here. I'm also going to show you also what I have off camera here as well. If I can find where I put those things. I may not be able to show you. I may have misplaced them. No, here they are. Towards the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Also, want to remind you a little update. I did pay my local coin shop for these the difference that they undercharged me for these two 20th of an ounce silver rounds. They undercharged me for them, so I made that right. But yes, indeed. So we don't have exact data. But the widest spread ever cannot be confirmed, though the 1978 through the 1980 period saw significant volatility. And we know what happened in January 1980. Silver peaked at $49.45. Current market dynamics suggest spreads can vary due to factors like supply deficits, industrial demand, and geopolitical events. But no definitive record of the widest spread is available from any sources that have been easily searched out. And so nonetheless, the narrowest spread also cannot really be determined. What is the narrowest spread? I asked that question as well too. No precise data there, but nonetheless, on August the 25th, the spot price was around $38.68 per ounce, and the futures price was reported at $39. And for the September of 25 contract suggesting that a tight spread of about 32 cents or less during stable trading sessions. So we're in an unstable trading session of around 48 cents, 50 cents at this point in time. So that is a clue to see what the difference between spot price is and the futures price is. When the futures price is higher, well, to me, that means they're going long on silver. Unless I'm missing something, it seems like that's what's happening. But usually it's always higher, or the conglomeration of those things are higher anyway. But there's times where it's flipped, as we've seen somewhat recently. But nonetheless, it's fascinating to see how these markets move and what's happening. But I just saw that and thought it was kind of interesting. Now, one thing is for sure, that it does not necessarily mean that silver is going to skyrocket tomorrow. And it does not necessarily mean either that the price is going to crash or fall back dramatically. We are in the summer months, the heat of August, and typically the markets are a little bit more subdued during this time. And to me, subdued really probably just means that the price is staying kind of right around where it is. And we're not that far away from $39 an ounce. And I still believe by the end of the year we're going to hit $41 according to my latest predictions. And this is why I'm still accumulating some silver. And maybe just a little bit at a time, a little bit here and there. And my most recent gets are the following here. Check this out. These come in these little packs. Have you ever seen something like that before? Beautiful golden eagle on a silver coin. High relief. Look at that. Beautiful. And on the reverse is Samoa 2025. 1 ounce, $1 Samoa. Got two of these. Much better looking than I expected. Absolutely exquisite. Fine detail there from the nation of Samoa. See that cross up there? That's pretty cool. And yeah, just wanted to add something. Love the look of that eagle. This is what our silver eagle should have. You tell me what is better, that or this? This is pitiful compared to that. Flying eagle, no clipped wings, in full flight, strong. That's what our eagle should look like on the silver eagle. That's beautiful. Anyways, enough about that. Then I also got, inspired by Cyber Curtain Twitcher. Let me take this tape off of this real quick here. I was not prepared, but we're going to take a look at some silver here. Well, I'll show you through. I'm gonna have to cut it open here. I don't have time to do all this. Likely my favorite, St. George slaying the dragon. This thing is spectacular. Really, really cool. From the Royal Mint. And it looks like there's some, I guess, is that on the coin? Or is that a privy? I don't know what that is, but I got two of those as well. Let me see if it's on this one. No, that is a ding. That is a... I don't know if that's on the coin or not, but that's not good. Oh, that's on the... Okay, that's not on the coin. Had me scared from it. There's some micro lettering around the edge there, which is nice, as you can see on this. Very, very cool. St. George slaying the dragon. King Chuck on the obverse. Yeah, that was always the case, but these things are beautiful. Yes, indeed. And pure silver. Very, very nice. And finally, to top it off at 5 ounces, I got a cool little round here. Reproduction round of the Athena the Owl to kind of complement my original 450 BC version. This is just a 1 ounce round, kind of cool antique, just kind of a neat looking little piece of silver here to add to the little stack and collection in this leather bag. So I hope you enjoyed that and fascinating. So let me know what your thoughts are about the futures price. Could we see history in the making? Is this an indicator for you that the price of silver is going to climb? And if so, do you think it's an indicator that we may see it really surge ahead? We'll see. We also have to always keep in mind China during these things too. Watch what China does. That may be part of what's driving the futures price there. The spread between the China silver price compared to the Western markets is still historically high. And that is another factor, I think, that is playing a role in all of this. So let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section below. Hope you found this video informative, insightful, and educational. Would like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch, and to encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.